Hi, everybody. What's going on? I've got my pal GirlDoesRant here. Say hi.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, girl.
Hi. Hey.
So here's what's going to happen. We're going to read out some hilarious things for you tonight. And a couple of them are going on my channel. A couple of them are going on her channel. So I'm going to link to her stuff in my description. But for now, what's going to happen, girl, is we're going to read, like, naughty things to each other.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get your motors running tonight, everybody.
Our whole plan is to get your motors going in millions of different ways.
Really awkward boners is what we're saying. Really
Yeah, this is
awkward.
the awkward boner kind of, I guess, podcast, we'll call it for now. I'm not allowed to touch anything else. I have to keep my hands to myself, unfortunately.
I know that's difficult reading this, but come on now.
Okay, we're gonna read some actual sexual boning.
This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Slender sexual boning. Ready? Whew. Okay, so the lesbian in this story has just found out that Slender is coming for her in more ways than one. Okay.
Because lesbian sex doesn't count.
No, I mean, I guess not.
Penetration or bust.
I mean, I didn't make these rules, guys. Ready?
Okay, what? I can't help it.
He was human in proportion, but far above any man I had ever seen before. It took me a moment to differentiate him from the backdrop of the tall trees and limbs, but once my eyes focused on the gargantuan figure that stood on the sidewalk not more than 20 feet away, I screamed and turned to run. Oh, I didn't think she was going to scream. That was like really built up to be like, what?
Fuck this shit.
I know, she just said FTS and then bolted.
Nope.
As soon as my body rotated to bolt down the path, I ran into something standing between me and an escape. My head slammed into something hard and I stumbled backward, landing on my ass on the cold concrete, not in the cold concrete. For a moment, I still feared the thing behind me, and I hurriedly prepared to stand up and run, except he had already caught up and I was standing just inches in front of me. Jesus Christ!
Boney's real eager.
He's, like, not letting any bitch get away. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? He was a man. But as much as the devil himself could look like a human being, he wasn't really a man more than his general appearance pretended to be. What was that sentence?
I'm glad she can explain this to us after having told us that he has no face and tentacle arms
I know.
and shit. He looks as human as he possibly could look, but
Except
he's not
ethereal.
really, no.
Except ethereal, right? Kind of? Oh my god. Suddenly I felt a piercing headache, like a drill was forcing itself into my scalp, grinding against the very bone that kept my brain intact. Doesn't, like, a dura mater keep your brain intact? Like a really thin layer? Like, not really your skull bone keeping your brain... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't think we need to discuss the mechanics of
I know.
this.
I'm just trying to be, like, a very intellectual, like, see, I know some things about the human body, guys.
Guys, let's analyze this scene, okay?
I know. Oh my god, I'm such a tool. Ugh. The street light next to me flickered as the figure appeared and disappeared into the overwhelming darkness with each flash. No, I panicked. No, I screamed. You can't be real. Through the pulsing pain surging through my head and with blurry eyes, I traced his figure, standing over me by what seemed...
Good.
I know, yeah, you traced that figure all right, you slendy motherfucker. Standing over me by what seemed to be the height of a small house. He was wearing a suit, like a businessman, perfectly framed for his incredible body, and inhumanly proportioned for a man of his stature. Okay.
Is as big as a house? How big is his Slenderbone?
No, big of a... I don't want to know. Oh my god, wait, does she go into
It's gonna tear you in half.
Well, is it slender? Is it like a garden hose? Maybe? Oh my god.
Does it divide into several parts? Like the rest of it?
Oh god. Like it starts out normal and then all of a sudden it just branches off. When he gets aroused, it's like it makes like a spike noise, like shing, when it does it too.
What are you thinking this, baby?
Oh God, like a Dr. Seuss tree, like Louis C.K. said that one time. Oh my God. Oh, slender wieners. Oh my God. Fucking yeah. He's the size of a small house. What does that mean? What's a small house? I technically live in a small house. It's a very small house.
Well, just imagine the house. But
The height of my. There you go. Yeah, well, that's a pretty tall guy boinking me. There you go. Even though he wore something that a man might have adorned, that's where the similarities stopped. I looked up into his face, desperate to see the eyes of my attacker as I slowly crawled backwards, dragging my body along the path. This man, no! This creature had nothing of the sort. No mouth, no eyes, no discernible features on his face except the skeletal structure of a human being. There were no openings to breathe and none to see with. Wait a minute. You have only 2 openings to breathe. I mean, I guess 3 if you want to talk about each nostril. Like 1 nostril, 2 nostrils, and then your mouth hole.
One of his hands.
Right. one of his chin pores was talking to me or breathing near me. His eye hole. Ew. I screamed as loud as I could, straining my voice as an arm reached out to grab me. An alien-like appendage that must have been as long as I was tall. Wow. Slendy's proportions are really fucked up, aren't they?
That's actually not that. Like, if he's as tall as a house.
Right.
And if how is his arm only as tall, or only as long as she is tall?
So his arm's like a 5 foot long.
Like a 5-foot arm.
Yeah. Well, tentacle.
I don't know, that doesn't seem... And if they go down to his knees... Can you imagine him running and, like, dragging his arms behind him as he...
They, like, flail in the wind. Like octopuses. Like, oh, yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Like those inflatable tube men?
Yeah. That's Slendy in, like, a 5K race. Just... When his fingertips touched my head, I instantly stopped moving, completely halting my body on the earth beneath him. From the moment his flesh and bone were very near my face. Oh, wait. Were near my face, not very near.
Which bone are we talking
Yeah. Well, one that I hope will pop up soon.
Do you, though?
I do. A strange scent entered my nostrils. It was something that frightened the very core of my body. The core of my body. And scared the last remaining wisps of courage that remained.
What does Slender pre-cum smell like?
Slender pre-cum. Oh my God. Tear it up over here. No, I panted, my voice giving in to some invisible force that encapsulated my entire body, chilling the bones in my legs and freezing my arms at my sides, preventing them from diverting the intruder's grasp upon my head. Wow, that was a long sentence. It was as if my body was giving in to his intentions, relaxing for whatever came next. Slenderbone! It was a creature that dominated the crest of my wildest imaginations, something which I never believed to be real as the cold gusts of air upon my body.
Okay, wait. So it dominated her wildest imaginations.
Yeah, it did.
She never believed it to be real.
Nah.
Okay. What kind of imaginings was she having about this thing? Like...
It's like...
It dominated them.
Yeah. Us ladies want a man that can fucking dominate them.
Yeah, there was some unconscious desire being expressed there, wasn't there?
Hell yeah.
Her eyes say no, but her body says yes.
It's called deflowering. No. When a woman, like, has to give in to a man because her body tells her to, it's called deflowering. And do you know where I learned that from? I Love New York Season 2. I love those shows so much.
Oh my God.
Oh, she talked to a therapist, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a licensed therapist. It was just a, but I paid attention to what the psychologist said. It makes sense, shit. Oh boy. Let me get a sip of coffee.
Keep going.
Okay. You love it.
I do.
And I do. Or the hardness of the pathway between my rear. What?
Between her rear?
Between her rear. Wait a minute. Let me read that sentence again. It was a creature that dominated the crest of my wildest imaginations. Something which I never believed to be as real as the cold gusts of air upon my body or the hardness of the pathway between my rear. Or beneath my rear.
Oh, beneath. I was going to say between?
Either way, it's still a weird, it's a weird sentence, no? Now I was questioning my own perception of reality, wondering if this was a figment of my imagination or the worst encounter that a young woman could ever wish to be true. Girl, you want it. You do.
I don't know. I can think of worse.
Well, exactly. I mean, there's worse things to get boned by than Slenderbone.
She can't seem to make up her mind. Like, either this is some grandiose thing that totally dominates her imagination, or it's just the worst fucking thing that's ever happened to her.
I know. We can't decide.
Just... Yes means no, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, in cases, of course, like, no means no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like...
of course, in reality.
Of course. But there's sometimes where you're with your fucking lover, and it's like, no, silly, don't do that. But, like, a guy that you've previously been friends with...
This is how this scene is gonna go?
Oh, God. I hope not.
No,
I don't want Slender, like, taking her out on a date and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Call me in the morning.
He just shows up with a bouquet of flowers that like have tentacles on them too. Like,
Baby, I respect you.
I respect you so much. He like strokes her cheek with the tentacle lovingly. Oh, it's so nice. There was no pulse in his hand. What? You don't have pulses in your hand though, do you? It's like your wrist. Right?
She was checking for a pulse.
Yeah, in his hand. Oh, wait, no, it can do it like in the hand web, right? Maybe? Kind of. I'm just...
if the pulse is really intense, you can feel it in the fingertips.
That's true.
She's like gently touching their fingertips
together. Yeah. She just expects to like, well, he doesn't have a pulse then, I guess.
Let me feel your heartbeat.
Through your finger. That finger will touch other things, I'm sure. Oh, God. As his pale fingertips glided along my cheek and underneath my chin. Ew. Slender.
Look up at me, baby.
Ew. So Christian Grey. Oh, my God. I'm going to picture Slender as Christian Grey right now.
No. That's massive disrespect.
Yeah, but they both wear suits. That's all I got going for me right now.
Is he gonna take her to his red room after this?
His red room of pain on the Charlie Tango. Ew. I hate everything about that book. Oh my God.
Ties her up and she just thrusts up into the...
Oh God.
Like in the
that creepy Dakota Fanning like having a quote unquote orgasm was like, I don't believe you guys for a second. Nope, sorry.
And yet the movie was so softcore.
It really was, wasn't it? We saw like only a little bit of dick stem. Just a smidge. That's all we got. Well, of course. We got so many boobs and like no man ass. It's such a disappointment. Oh, fucking you know what? I'm reading Grey. I picked that back up, so we're gonna have fun with that. Anyway, back to Slenderbone. No hints that this man was truly a living animal or just a representative of hell itself. Maybe he was a demon coming to take my soul for the underworld, punishing me for my sins. Wow. That's
a very particular form of punishment. I know. You done fucked up, you done get slender fucked.
He gets slender fucked. Each time his long, pale digits scraped across my skin, I felt a spark between his hands and my body, and the fears that swept through my mind were erasing with each passing second. It was comforting. It's very comforting indeed. It was like this creature had some sort of hypnotic trance, like a supernatural tranquilizer passing through my body. In just a few moments, the incredible fear and anxiety washed away into relaxation and calming. Ooh.
Oh, thank goodness. He comes with his own, like, self-equipped date rape drug.
he has a calming aura of Spanish fly around him at all times. That's what's happening right now.
There's a sense of rohypnol around.
I love the smell of rohypnol in the morning. Oh, God. Oh, no, we're going to hell. Fuck. I could still feel my conscious What? I could still feel my conscious deep down inside. What does that mean?
Is that like consciousness?
I either conscience or I don't know.
Consciousness makes more sense.
It does, but she just wrote conscious. I could feel my conscious deep down inside. Well, wait, a guy wrote this, no? Gregor?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, well, that's fun. But it was buried beneath a pile of forced emotions, like a dam keeping my will to escape trapped far down below. I knew I wanted to run for my life and never look back behind me. Only the will to do so never passed into my legs and arms. I was merely a slave to his touch, a submissive partner as his next victim.
Ah, so that's why you should never look behind you.
Right, because Slender will be there. Letting you know.
With his rape tentacle.
Yeah, letting you know that, hey, if you're into this sub-dom thing, I'm all down. I'm all for it.
Whenever he leaves those notes you have to collect, all they are is just crudely drawn pictures of stick people fucking.
Yeah. it's his version of, like, do you like me, yes or no? Like, circle one.
Yes or
no. Oh, shit. As I watched below, his fingers moved down farther to the front of my chest, where it encountered my hidden bosom. It paused and started to feel and grasp at the flesh behind my sweater. Oh, tits. Taters.
No, bosom.
Bosom. For the first time, I got a clear look of his hands. They were long and spindly, nearly twice the length of my own and equally bigger. What? Oh.
Whoa, that's gonna make some awkward fingering.
I know. Like, I don't want, like, slenderness down there. Like, that's not, gotta give me some
Not
girthiness.
the girth, okay?
Need some girthiness. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. With a palm that could crush my skull if he willed it to. Oh,
that's hot.
Skull crushing is such a turn on.
Tell me how he could hurt me if he wanted to.
Exactly. I love being hurt. It's so much fun. Tear, wipe away.
We are reading 50 Shades.
It kind of is, am I right? Like, it's a little bit 50 Shadesy. Oh, dear. Only the hands that touched my chilled body were not of the sort of a killer or murderer. That's just what they all say. Yeah, just a fucking slender rapist. Oh, my God. Yeah. Glorified slender rapist is what's happening here. Jesus Christ. Yep. They were gentle, soothing, and strangely warm, even if unshielded to the blistering cold of our surroundings. It was as if there was a radiating heat within him, a fire burning so hot that even the coldest winds could not douse it. It was a small detail which made me shudder with his touch against my breasts. It wasn't because of fear, but of... this is italicized. But of arousal. What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna get into it now. In one quick swoop, Slenderbone's hand was down the front of my sweater and busy caressing my bosom. In one swoop. Which has slowed considerably from a frantic heavy heaving just minutes before. I felt his fingertips push beneath the cups of my bra, squeezing at the flesh that filled the undergarment and focusing on my nipples. They quickly became hard as they were touched and tweaked. Tweaked.
I knew at some point that word was going to come.
I know. Thank God.
As soon as you said nipples, I'm like, he's going to tweak them.
I think he's got to tweak them. He just has to. And sending sparks all along my body. No, I squeaked out one last time, feeling my mind. No. Feeling my mind fight for its feeling my mind fight for its right to party. No. To exist behind a burden of new emotions. No longer was I fighting for my own survival or struggling to flee this hellish place. No, as my arms relaxed and my legs spread open ever so slightly, I was welcoming it. Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome.
Oh, shit.
Welcome, bienvenue.
With one more tweak of my sensitive flesh, a moan escaped my lips. Perhaps I was... Perhaps... This is providing sound effects for Jamie right now. Perhaps I was truly under a spell now, or fighting just plain madness. But I didn't regret it. I followed it up with another, then another even louder than the first two. His hand had expert precision, grabbing and pinching the swollen tissue with the experience of a lover who knew how to appease a girl's arousal and then some.
Yeah, he knows what you like.
Yeah, what I like is men who appease my arousal. Like, so sexy sounding. Oh, well, I was too concentrated on the sensations coming from my chest. Holy crap. Her boobs are, like, ultra sensitive by the way she's describing it.
Apparently.
Like, really, like, super, like, sparks sending down your body, like, when your boob is just, like, touched lightly?
Well, that's his magical power.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. The warm and the pulses. Like, it must feel good if you have, like, finger pulses. Just touching your boob.
You could be twiddling her toes and she'd be coming right
now. God. He has a pulse in each one of them, tentacles. Oh,
he's got a vibrator attached to each.
Do you think his tentacles vibrate? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why, like, when he's in the dead of darkness, before he appears, all you hear is...
Yeah. You just hear a silent,
and then, like, you know.
You just hear, like, getting closer and closer.
No!
Oh, yes! More.
My time has come!
Wink, wink. Oh, shit. Oh, no, where are we? I barely recognize my pants being unbuttoned, and another hand snaking its way down the front of my jeans. It was so slow and calculated that I jumped whenever I felt a finger pull aside the waistband of my panties and graze against my most intimate region.
What are they talking?
I don't know. What's your most intimate region?
I don't understand.
Yeah, mine's my brain. So
I love it when they're like really subtle about when they're trying to be subtle. It's like my Venus mound.
I know. Mound. Oh my god, I've seen that used. Or like my most sacred place. Like they use like religious aspects. Like I read like a sex Zelda fanfic one time where they use the word pious like 15 fucking times. Pious. It was crazy. Like,
how do you take on that attribute?
I don't know. Like as you're fucking each other, like you're pious about it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Oh, it was a good one though. Deep down, a part of me knew I should be scared for my life in this situation, fighting for my dignity and defending against a creature who was interested in nothing more than having sex with me. Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! People want to fuck. It's crazy. But those worries were hidden deep behind the squeals of pleasure coming from my mouth and echoing in the dense woods. Here he comes. I looked into his face in the dark recessed shadows where his eyes would have been if he had a pair. Whoa! If he had a pair. Oh, he has a pair, all right.
Yeah.
But not on his face, dark face. I wondered how he could see like this, or how Slenderbone knew where he was or what he was doing. Oh my god, maybe his dick is like a compass.
Echolocation.
He's like a bat. He has like radar. And it's just like
except with his dick.
Yeah, exactly.
It like waves around like a submarine.
It's got a beacon on the top of it.
I sense virginity.
That was perfect. Oh my god. Oh god! I moaned, biting my lip. Given his absurd presence and abilities, there is a definite supernatural spark to his existence. Oh, really? Even with his otherworldly figure and impressive stature, he knew what he was doing. Without the sense to even see or breathe, it appeared. His methods were well memorized and excruciatingly complex. Although sensual,
a lot of YouTube videos.
I mean, yeah, and
How to please a woman.
Oh my god, did you ever see that guy that was like, how to like eat pussy 101? It was like 7 years ago. Oh my god, this guy, you just watched him like lick his fingers for like 3 minutes, and then it was so creepy. Oh my god. And it was like, in the background, My Heart Will Go On by Kenny G was playing. It was so fucking hysterical. Like, it was so uncomfortable. I've never in my life been so uncomfortable. Oh my god. That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. Like, that's what Slender's face is gonna look like, that guy's face. Oh my god. Oh, it's terrible. It barely crossed my mind that this was perhaps not his first time. Derp. I was bucking my hips now, involuntarily meeting the advances of his fingers against my warm snatch. There's so much flowery language, and then you drop fucking snatch into it.
Flowery.
Like, flowery. Oh god. Like
my bosom, and then he did, and my snatch.
My snatch. Like, I don't think women refer to their lady parts as snatches. Like, unless they're being like, oh god, it was so gross today, my fucking snatch. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're trying to make it nicer than that. Like, I don't know. I'd rather say the C word versus snatch.
It sounds so gross.
It just sounds like ominous. You know? Oh god. He had started slow, just teasing the outer folds of my lower lips and touching the sensitive skin just near my clit, as Jennifer had many times. Then, well, that's nice. I'm glad people know what they're doing down there for you. Then, as my pleasure peaked into a new height, he plunged a finger deep into my darkest recess of my anatomy. Oh, God, that sounds really painful. Did he, just shove his fist down your throat? What happened?
Surprise!
Surprise mouth sex. No.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Causing me to quiver with carnal desire and literally shake in overwhelming sensations. Literally. Oh my god, no. Even experiencing sex with my girlfriend numerous times, some bringing me into shattering orgasms, this was different in every way. With one quick jerk, his entire hand was down between my legs. Entire thing. With a couple of fingers penetrating, my moist folds, pumping in and out as my heart raced. Wait, pumping as my heart raced. Gotta
Awkward.
be careful of those tenses, people. Oh, my scream sent a flock of seagulls. Just kidding. Flock of birds scattering. I'm sorry, wait. My scream sent a flock of birds scattering in the distance, flying away as a girl cried out in pure lust.
Does no one else hear this happening?
I know.
Where's she at?
If a girl comes in the forest, does anybody hear it?
Does anyone hear it?
Except maybe the flock of birds that just were like, oh fuck, we gotta get out of here. My pussy
transmogrified her into some other dimension.
Did you say transmogrified?
Yes, I did.
Yes, thank God. Oh, I love that. My pussy was so tight, barely stretching. Oh, fuck that. Time out. Why do we describe ourselves as tight? It should not be tight.
You made the same point in the other year.
I know I did. Because I think we're not, we gotta understand.
It's supposed to be a sexually appealing aspect, presumably to men.
I guess so.
I don't know if that, I can't speak for a man.
Right.
But it's supposed to be sexually appealing to imagine a tight woman.
Well, I would say tight is the wrong word. I would say maybe accommodating.
I don't know. Does it sound as erotic? You know?
No, it definitely doesn't. You're right.
He filled up my accommodating snatch.
My accommodating snatch. I love it. Holy shit. Oh my god. My eyes are tearing up so much. I'm laughing my fucking ass
My
off.
Venus flytrap of desire.
Fucking great. Shit. Oh my god. Oh wait, oh my god, she said the word wait, it says my pussy was so tight, barely stretching to accommodate his incredible fingers. Fuck, I didn't even see that word. Even as they pushed in and out of me, the inner walls felt like as if they were stretched to the limit. Whoa.
Oh.
Wow. Cool.
Oh, now.
That's a lot of, his fingers must be really fat. Whew. I don't know what he's doing down there. What? Is he just yanking her open? What's going on? Huh?
He's got big old sausage fingers.
Like, what else is he doing? He's just, like, ripping her open. If she can feel the walls stretching to the limit, holy crap. Causing a hint of...
keep in mind that she's a virgin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
right?
but she's had lesbian sex.
Well, maybe they fucked with strap-ons.
Maybe. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know about the whole hymen thing. You know?
I mean, I assumed, when I read this book, I assumed that, like, he only targeted women. I don't even know if he goes for men. Only women that had not been penetrated. And I would assume that, I would assume the ones that had their hymen intact.
I see. So this hymen is still ready to go, which is why she's all
girls that didn't
tight.
horseback ride
or put a tampon in, I guess. I don't know. I heard that, like, it can't even pop with putting a tampon in, so who the hell knows? All I know is that the first time for me, it was like, oh, all right. Okay, then that's cool. Where are we? Oh, causing a hint of pain deep in my loins that was only masked by incredible pleasure. Suddenly, I felt myself move off the ground. Whoa! Wow.
Whoa.
He's hooking her up. For a moment, I thought of the supernatural... Wow. I thought the supernatural being had lifted me with his arms. Oh, so did I. But there was still a hand down the front of my bra, pinching my nipples, which were damn near raw. Oh, crap. That sounds terrible. The other was still busy, fingering my womanhood. Rather, I was levitating off the earth itself. Wow, cool. Floating up.
Suddenly tentacle hentai.
I guess so. That sounds like fun, to be floating while doing it. Floating up in the air.
Space sex.
It's like a Midna from Twilight Princess. She, like, can teleport anywhere she wants. Huh? That must be fun. Oh, you didn't play... Have you not played Twilight Princess?
No, no, I haven't played any of them.
That's okay.
They suck.
Yeah, you do. Just kidding. No, Slendy will be the one sucking. Or maybe she'll be sucking Slendy. Who knows? Oh, God. The other... floating up into the air a few feet as he continued to please my aching body. I looked down at my side, seeing the concrete far beneath my floating shoulders. Wow. And my hair flying in the breeze that passed under my back. What the hell? Slenderbone...
That's awkward.
It's very awkward. Slenderbone walked next to me as I glided off the side of the path. What?
He took her for a walk?
Yeah, where are they going? Why'd they
He
stop?
walked next to her.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for a walk, maybe down by the river.
Why is she
Pick up some
floating?
milkshakes.
Why is she floating? I don't get it.
Well, because he's got tentacles and he's holding her up in the air, and then he's going for a walk with her.
I guess so, just to put her in a nicer spot. No need to be on the sidewalk at this point.
It's not to be romantic about it, alright?
I guess he made a nice picnic for her. into the dark shadows and blackness of the forest around us. Through all of this, as since this encounter started, I felt nothing but deep relaxation, while my heart pumped furiously within my writhing body, shaking during each touchdown below, or caress of my... I was like, oh my god, yes, touchdown. Or caress of my breasts, I still felt at ease. Not long into the wooded area, we stopped, and I watched as my pants were pulled down by some invisible force, discarding to the grass below. Alright. So she's floating. Slender just was like, you know what? This place is not as good. Let's just go further into the I almost said ocean. Let's almost go further into the forest so I can just pull your pants down with my magical like tentacle
There's some
arms.
privacy.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking weird. The figure still had his hand down my panties. Oh my god. What? Like, of course we know that already. Jesus Christ.
We know where they are.
They have not moved for thousands of years. And they too traveled down my legs, like the pair of underwear was alive and well. Alive as well. Wow. Alive and well. Clearing my feet and falling to the earth beneath us. With my sheer lower nudity. What? I should have been freezing with the chilly winds hitting my body. But I was nothing of the sort. Oh, really? No way. Rather, a warm cocoon shrouded my body, protecting it in a soothing warmth that filled every crevice and fold of my shuddering form. Like, this just doesn't sound fun. Like, she's, like, warm, she's relaxed, like, she's just, like, getting fucked in, like, Slender sauna. You know? It's, like, very strange. Like,
Just sit back and let me take care of you.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what he's doing. He's all being like, girl, let me get you. Let me just,
I got you, baby.
I got you, baby. I got you. It's all good. I know you want. I know you want it. Hey, I know you need it. Like this is what fucking Robin Thicke was singing about. Everybody.
This part.
Slenderboning, clearly, because you know that guy does not have a nice wiener at all. Like there's got to be something gross about his wiener. You know. You wouldn't
Not
just,
like Slendy.
Not like Slendy. Slendy doesn't need to, like, you know, brag about his wiener. Like, he doesn't need to put in balloons that, you know, Slender Man has a big dick. Unlike Robin Thicke has a big dick. What an asshole. Like, really, what a fucking asshole. I hate him. Where are we at? Just above, I stared into the dark abyss of the night sky, watching as the stars glimmered behind the treetops, dancing and disappearing with each second. That's cute. Then, as my legs were spread and the body of my captor moved in closer, I felt something press against the groin of my... What?
What?
Oh, wait, I felt something press against the groin of my soaking snatch. What does that mean? That's terrible.
The groin. That's the same.
It's the same thing.
That's like, and he fingered my pussy vag. What? I don't.
It's just redundancy for the sake of redundancy. Oh my god. I didn't need to look to see what it was. Oh, really? Okay. But instead, I knew by the instant the head pressed against my opening. Well, what else did you think was going to be putting, like, slammed against you?
So he's pushing his whole head.
I know, yeah. He's, like, just, like, lifting one leg and slowly putting, like, gas pedaling into her. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, my God. Whether it was...
Specify which head.
What?
Specify which head.
Yeah, it's not clear. I don't know. Whether it was the touch of Slenderbone's hands against me or some other dark power between us, I knew of his intentions right then in the middle of the trees. Yeah, his dick is pressed against your opening. I'm pretty sure his intentions are laid as clear as fucking day.
Just
yeah,
now?
just now.
When he was fingering me enthusiastically on the path earlier, I don't know, but now.
That I had no idea what he was thinking. What the hell? Why would you do that? Why would you touch somebody there? Oh my god. Yet I wasn't afraid. A whimper escaped my lips as he gently forced the folds apart. And with his wiener. Cool. And my whole body jerked suddenly as his cock entered, pushing into the deep recess of my burning pussy. Oh wow. Like that? No. That sounds ouchy.
That sounds a little painful.
Yeah, that's just imagine holding a lighter up to your vagine. I don't want to do that. This ow, ow, ow. It's on fire.
She's got a condition she hasn't mentioned.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah. I mean, Slender bypasses all that. Like his dick is like a torch.
No, he comes away with a severe itch.
Yeah, he's the one that's gonna come away with a severe itch.
You see him at the drugstore the next day.
Like, oh man, why?
In
Once
line.
Again. I need some cranberry juice. It's one of those days. No, oh God. The act was so gradual and smooth that I felt not a thing from my deflowering. Ooh. Now you see why Slendy is the talk of the town. The toast,
man, yeah.
The toast of New York. What the fuck? I cried out again as his long fingers encircled my quivering thighs, taking me with long, deep strokes. Ew. While I was accustomed to sex and the use of my toys, sometimes a toy just doesn't cut it. Nope. I had never felt anything like this. No shit. To have a man's dick inside me, well, a man's dick.
Sort of.
A female's dick. Well, I mean, everybody's, whoever has a dick, you know, it's all good.
All good.
It's all good. But to have a man's dick inside me was something else entirely. Even if that man was nothing but a shade of humanity in form only. Nonetheless, his cock...
Did he just fuck her straight? Is that what we're saying here?
I guess so.
Did he just fuck her straight?
I guess he did. I guess.
And all this time, people have been sending their kids to, like, Christian boot camps and shit.
All you gotta do is fucking call up Slendy.
Just be like, yo, you know,
He's got all the time on his hands. Just help a person out if he wants. Oh my God. I mean, no, oh my God. Like, let's never psychologically torture our children for their feelings. We don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Nonetheless, his cock felt as every bit as real as the ones I had seen. How many wieners do you see? Like, just
how does she know what they feel if she's just seen them?
Exactly.
They felt as real as the ones I'd seen, but I've never had one in me. I'm overanalyzing now, but you know.
As seen on TV. No. Thrusting into my glistening folds effortlessly, as if it was the perfect size. Oh, Jesus! I cried out, looking at the tall, dark figure between my legs, barely illuminated. A shudder raced through me as he picked up the pace, pumping into my body with a rhythmic force that caused every limb to tingle. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. No.
Calm down, Gina.
I have my air conditioner on. I'm good. Through the deep dizziness and overwhelming pleasure that clouded my mind, I tried to focus on the being that was taking my virginity. What are you? I trailed off, before feeling another surge pass through my body, causing my midsection to arc and my... What? How does your midsection arc?
She bent in half.
Yeah, that's clearly what happened. That's like Bella did. Yeah, Bella did when she was giving birth.
God.
Just bent in half. And my toes to curl. So, is she floating while having sex with Slender Man?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun. I want to be suspended in the air.
Yeah.
Have you ever done, what's it called? It's, like suspension yoga when they like hang you from the ceiling a little bit, like you sit in like a hammock.
I've done it, but it wasn't yoga.
Oh.
I mean, I've harnesses.
Damn girl, that's fantastic.
Anyway.
While my partner had no mouth to respond with, I felt a sort of response through his touch against my skin. Images flashed through my mind. They were undecipherable at first, a grand puzzle of mixed colors and emotions, until finally, the last spark unlocked everything.
Memes.
What, me?
Tons of memes.
Dank memes or whatever.
You're mad, bro?
Oh, God. Pepe! Oh, Slenderbone was a creature not of this world. Really? And his origins I could not comprehend. But he made clear to me that his single unifying purpose on this planet was to take the virginity of every young woman. Wow, I just read that wrong. Take the virginity of young women, The very story I had heard and chosen to ignore many times over. Wow, no way. Oh my god. I would have pondered the flashes in my head more had it not been for my current predicament. His cock burrowing itself inside me. That's hardly a predicament, bitch. Jesus Christ.
That's a problem right there.
I know, that's such a problem.
How do you solve that? Let's put our minds together here. Let's think of a workaround.
How do we solve this? It's such a problem.
Brainstorm.
Oh, I panted, my whole body vibrating with each push of his groin as his manhood continued to stretch my inner walls. I don't like that groin and like groin is being like this
Stretched.
amorphous like lower torso area. Like a groin is pretty much just the package.
Yeah.
And, like, a little bit of flesh surrounding it. Like groin and manhood are pretty interchangeable, would you say? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean groin is. Groin,
Well,
like
maybe manhood is like the shaft and testes.
I've always thought it was basically the same word.
I think you should. I'm gonna commission you to write like a glossary of like erotica words and what they mean to you.
I will get right on that.
Like inner walls. What does that mean to you?
Well, like the inside of the snatch.
The rigid inner snatchy part. Ew, oh my god.
Yeah.
Time seemed to freeze as I briefly looked into the face of my partner. This being of sexual energy. In the darkness, I completely forgot about everything that was happening and simply stared into the dark ridges and contours of his face and structure. His face and structure. What? He had
Hot.
That's super hot. He had the bone formations for eyebrows, the ridge for a nose, although his face lacked any sort of hair or blemish. The area for his nostrils was sealed off completely. Why are we going into his face?
This is a really good time to be bringing this shit up.
I know. Talk about his cock more. What the fuck? I don't know what it looks like. Entirely smooth and devoid of any indentation. Likewise, he had not a single slit for a mouth or hint of lips or that an opening existed.
And his suit was super well tailored. Like, what are we talking about? He's fucking you. Are we not going to focus on anything else?
I know. Like, what?
But,
like, I just want to know more about, like, how you feel. Instead of, like, all this bullshit about Slendy's fucking non-face. It was as if this man was wearing pantyhose over his head, completely smoothing over his features. Oh my god! Like, we know.
Stick him up!
Stick everything up. Only his skin tone was the same pale as the rest of his flesh, a faded gray with a bare hint of tan. So, like, he's the color of, like, semen, right? Like, is that what we're
He's
deducing
faded
here?
gray with a hint of tan?
Yeah, what is that about? I don't know, girl, I don't know. He towered over me, standing alike the trees that surrounded us. What? Okay. A tall, lanky figure. Yeah, I know. Then I looked down past the tops of my heaving chest and crest of my stomach between my legs. What? Your stomach is between your legs now?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I could not make out his maleness from this angle, but what I could see was his naked groin pushing deep between my thighs. That's usually what happens. Jesus! I screamed, flailing around at anything to grab onto. Just spazzing out. Gorp. A branch post, anything to support my body as incredible pleasure speared through my core. My overwhelming anxiety had transformed into a deep frenzy of need for release. As the fire began to burn hotter than ever inside. What? Hotter than ever inside of my abdomen. The very act of being fucked by this supernatural creature seemed to last an eternity. Wow.
It spontaneously combusted.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I would say, like, what is it with all these, like, books that make sex out to be, like, 5,000 hours? Like, Really, you need a break. You can't be like
5,000 hours and you catch fire and you're
everything's painful and you leak fluids.
Like Greg's book when he's fucking his girl and they just like somehow he fucks her into like the next dimension or something.
I know. Oh my God. Like Greg tried so hard to like portray emotions and he just couldn't do it because it's Greg.
Can't imagine why.
I know. Oh God. Poor Gerg. He's such an ass, but poor Greg. He's such a dick. Where were we? Oh no. Oh, hours went by, it felt, even days, wow, with him pounding away inside me. Oh, okay. It had continued on for so long that I feared my head would no longer remember who I was. My head. And my spleen.
Hey, you want me to make the scene really disturbing for you?
Yes.
Okay. Slenderbone, but with Greg's face.
Ah! That's probably like what it's like. Ew. To like... Ew, Greg. Ew.
Keep reading.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
All right.
Keep reading.
Here we go. Then, ew, I don't want it. Then, as I stared into the full moon, long away in the night sky, it finally happened! A sudden surge made my body convulse into the beginnings of orgasm. Oh my God! Oh shit! I cried out, writhing in the air, twisting and turning as my body exploded into a mind-numbing climax. Ew! Juices seeped out of my snatch. Ew!
Oh.
And onto the soil below. Bleh. That's terrible!
And then he dropped her right into it.
It's just like, clear it up, bitch. Oh, God. This is terrible. Slenderbone must have been close, too. Or maybe it was just a command of will, but he soon followed. Okay. I felt his seed shoot into the dark corners of my womanhood. And how do you know you have dark corners down there? Like, did his semen just, like, shoo away the cobwebs that have been living in there? What the fuck? God.
Dark corners, yeah. The spiders, and the...
The evil witch that lives there, too. Coating the inner walls with his warm release. Wow. Spurt after spurt erupted from his cock until I felt him soften and slip out of me. Well, usually it slips out before it goes soft. I would just say that.
Nope.
Jamie. I heard a noise far off in the distance. It sounded like the wind howling, rustling through the branches and leaves, which caused a racket of sounds. Then the footsteps on the earth caught my attention, the crunching of leaves and bushes of someone moving through the underbrush. Jamie. As my mind cleared from the peak of climax, I realized it to be a person's voice. Really? No shit. Whether male or female, I could not tell. I looked down, seeing the ground well beneath my floating form. Excuse me. Then I turned, staring once more between my legs, or rather the absence where the being of my virgin desires stood not seconds before.
And she's still in the air?
Yeah, she's still like, just floating there, just post-coital.
She on her ass.
Oh, God.
She's just like, I'm done, bitch, bye.
Yeah, he totally just dentist her. He did a dentist system. Separate entirely. Jamie! As if he had vanished completely, there was nothing but a definite absence between my thighs, a lingering space where the creature once stood. I could only feel the heat of his short presence still surrounding my body in a comfortable warmth. Jamie! And that's the end of the chapter. That was
beautiful.
So sexy. Oh my God. Slender just knows how to do it to the ladies, you know?
He knows what we want.
He does. We want to just be, you know, in the deep recesses of our womanhood.
We want to be snatched.
Oh, we want to be snatched away. We want to use the word snatch any chance we get. That was so gross. Ew. I really don't like that word. I don't want to use it ever. Well, that is Slenderbone. I'm going to definitely read more hilarious things, like, weekly. And I hope, GirlDoesRant, that you'll join me for some more things.
Absolutely.
Thank you, because
I hope everybody enjoyed that.
I hope so too. I'm sure they did, because we're obviously
Much as we did.
hilarious. We got some like Trisha comments, we got some Gerg comments in there, so
Yeah, got some
GDR
social commentary.
Yeah, we really did. We've covered all the bases. So GDR and I will definitely be doing more readings with each other at some point, and more collabs in the future. So stay tuned, and thank you again, Madame, for
You're very welcome.
hanging out with me. And we'll see you later, bitches.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.